You might have heard that the founder of Lululemon named it that because he wanted to make it hard for Japanese people to pronounce the word. And that's true, which is insane. But there's actually a really interesting linguistic explanation behind why that stereotype exists. In English, you see, the L sound is usually articulated with your tongue touching the ridge behind your teeth. La. While the R sound is articulated with your tongue pulled back and not touching anything. Ra. These are called liquid consonants, and Japanese doesn't actually distinguish them as separate sounds. They do have one liquid consonant that can be pronounced between the two, but also in a bunch of other ways depending on the context. And while that might seem confusing, liquid consonants have always been on kind of a spectrum because it all comes down to how you position your tongue. We actually have two ways to say the letter L. You can say it like in light, or you can say it like in full. Meanwhile, the only difference between the L and R sounds is also tongue positioning, which you can kind of see by moving your tongue around. Ra. The Japanese language considers this all interchangeable, unlike English. So when they borrow words from other languages, they might transcribe or pronounce them differently because it's a less meaningful distinction for them to make. That's why the Chinese dish lo mein was transcribed as ramen.